Hello, and welcome to the Griffin News.
And I'm Kyrie Moses. Today's big story, faculty at more than a dozen Pennsylvania state universities went on strike Wednesday morning. More than 100,000 students impacted by the strike are now searching for answers. The strike began at 5 a.m. after contract negotiations between the PA State System of Higher Education and the Association of PA State College and University Faculties Union fell through. A last-minute contract negotiation attempt Tuesday evening failed, bringing semesters at 14 universities to a halt. Professors say their workload is increasing, but their salary is not. Retirement benefits are also of concern. Enrolled students at these universities are now worried about their future education. Financial aid, sports, and on-time graduation is still uncertain. Faculty can no longer contact their students further until a contract is successfully negotiated.
Presidential candidates Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump took the stage last night in what was the third and final presidential debate in the 2016 election. The debate covered various topics such as foreign policy, guns, and Russia. Mr. Trump found himself answering questions about the new sexual allegations. He denied them any truth. Secretary Clinton also faced difficult questions throughout the night. Questions surrounded her about the recent findings WikiLeaks released. Trump ended the debate stating that he would not say if he would accept the results come election night. After the debate, both candidates claimed they won.
President Barack Obama is set to appear on Jimmy Kimmel Live Monday, October 24th. The appearances come just 2 weeks before the presidential election. The president is expected to comment on the final presidential debate. He has endorsed Secretary Clinton for the office. President Obama last appeared on the popular talk show in March of 2015.
In school news, the wait is finally over. The Harry Potter Festival has officially begun. Tonight marked the start of the unique weekend with the high school section of the Harry Potter Conference. The event continues into tomorrow for all other audiences. On Friday night, attendees of the festival can walk through Chestnut Hill and visit various bars and restaurants in what's known as the Harry Potter Pub Crawl. The weekend continues on with the annual Philadelphia Brotherly Love Quidditch Tournament Saturday. During this, students face off against one another in the famous game. The Harry Potter Festival continues on with tables and other activities throughout the day. This year's festival is expected to bring the largest crowd yet.
Concerts are coming to ring the halls of Chestnut Hill with Melodies. The East Parlor is hosting the Fall Choral Concert on Monday at 7 p.m. The Hill Singers are performing at the event, and at 7 p.m. on October 26th, another concert is taking place in the East Parlor. This instrumental concert features jazz, wind, and string instruments.
A new minor is available for students at Chestnut Hill. Students can now declare Restorative Justice Minor. Courses under this minor teach students about the growing practice of restorative justice in various fields of study. The minor requires 18 credits to complete. It is available Monday and Wednesdays at 12:30 with Professor Kitchen in the upcoming spring semester.
Most college majors require an internship in order for students to graduate. On Monday, a classroom in Martino Hall will host an Internship 101 session. The event teaches students what qualifies as an internship and also how to earn credit for them. It also educates students on how to find the perfect internship. Meet in Martino Hall, room 311 on October 24th from 2 to 3:30 p.m.
The Archery Club is inviting students to come out and shoot pumpkins on Friday. Students can get involved in a friendly competition while shooting arrows at pumpkins. Winners receive Halloween candy prizes. The event is on October 21st behind the Summer House from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m.
There is still more ahead. We'll be back with weather and sports right after this break.
If you've been confused about this unusual warm weather, worry no more because the weather is cooling down just in time for the Harry Potter weekend. Tonight, after a hot but cloudy day, we're going to have a low of 63. Tomorrow will be the very last warm day for a while with a partly cloudy high of 79 and a low of 48. Looks like a witch or wizard cast a cooling spell because the weather will stay cool for the next day for the Harry Potter festivities with a high of 55 and a low of 43. Pack your warm clothes because it will be windy. Sunday, the sun will be shining with a high of 64 and a low of 50. Finally, Monday will also have some rays with a high of 61 and a low of 43. That's all for the weather. I'm Taylor Starner. Have a magical weekend.
Next on the Griffin News, we send it over to sports anchor Christian Hernandez. Christian.
The Major League Baseball postseason is still underway. The Cleveland Indians visited the Toronto Blue Jays last night for Game 5 of the American League Championship Series. Rookie left-hander Ryan Merritt got the start on the bump for the Tribe, but he did not waver. Jays outfielder Jose Bautista with the weak ground ball to lead off the game. Second inning of work, back-to-back Ks as he rings up Martin and Melvin Upton looking. Fourth frame, Merritt gets Encarnacion to ground into an inning-ending double play. He holds Toronto to 1 hit through 4. Cleveland's bats provided run support. Mike Napoli plays some ball and brings home Francisco Lindor in the first. Carlos Santana with a no-doubter deposited into the right center bleachers. Coco Crisp joins the party with his own solo shot to right. Estrada exits the game, giving up 3 runs on 5 hits. Andrew Miller enters in the 6th and gets Donaldson to ground into a twin killing. Miller mops up with his work with a strikeout of Ezekiel Carrera and a Darwin Barney flyout to left field to Rajay Davis. Inning over. Cody Allen gets Troy Tulowitzki to pop out, and the Indians win 3-0 after a strikeout of MVP Donaldson and Edwin Encarnacion. The Indians are now set to make their first World Series appearance since 1997. ALCS MVP goes to Andrew Miller with his lights-out performance in the series that included 13 Ks and 5 innings of work. Over to the senior circuit, the Los Angeles Dodgers hosted the Cubs in Game 4 of the NLCS. Dodgers look to strike first in the 2nd. Andrew Toll singles to right. Jason Hayward guns Adrian Gonzalez at the dish to keep the game scoreless. 4th inning, Wilson Contreras singles to left off of Julio Urias, plating Javier Baez and snapping a 21-inning scoreless drought. 2 batters later, Addison Russell launches a 2-run shot to center. Chi-Town takes a 4-2 lead. Next inning, Anthony Rizzo finally breaks out of that playoff slump. Towering bomb to center over a leaping Peterson. Top 6, Rizzo does it again. Drives in a pair with a frozen rope to right center. Baez follows up with a sac fly to center after a slick diving play, but another one would score on an errant throw to the plate. LA is shut out for the remainder of the contest, and the Cubs win 10-2 and tie the series at 2 games apiece. Chicago looks to take a game on the Dodgers tonight at 8 p.m. before heading back to the north side. Philadelphia Eagles face the undefeated Minnesota Vikings at Lincoln Financial Field this Sunday after dropping 2 straight games. The storyline could not be any better. Sam Bradford returns to the Link for the first time since being traded to the Vikings this preseason. However, his replacement, Carson Wentz, looks to lead the Birds to a win. Since their bye week, the Eagles are struggling to find victories. Wentz recorded his worst game of the season last week, only passing for 179 yards and failing to find the end zone. He is now preparing to face a Vikings D rated 3rd in INTs and 2nd to only Seattle in yards per game. But don't hop off the Wentz wagon just yet. The Vikings also have their struggles. Hit with injuries, Bradford might have to find new targets as wide receivers Laquan Treadwell, Stephon Diggs, and Jarius Wright are all questionable this week. With both offenses struggling, this one might come down to defense. The Vikings are ranked 2nd, but right behind them are the Eagles. A big defensive score could be the difference in this game, and as for the Wentz versus Bradford showdown, we'll have to wait and see. For the Griffin News, I'm Christian Hernandez. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Christian. For more on sports and other school news, check us out on social media. Follow at CHC Television on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook at CHC Television.
For Kyrie Moses and the rest of the Griffin News team, I'm Jordy Clark. Stay tuned on Tuesday for our next broadcast with anchors Christopher Civil and Jada Sabala.